Hello viewers, this is Jeremy from BeYourOwnIT.com, where we provide free articles, free product reviews, how-to videos, all provided to you by request, so just email us at support@BeYourOwnIT.com. We've recently added a tech support forum by request, and also a tech support chat monitored by IT professionals, different ones all the time, with knowledge on a variety of different things. Last night I was at my parents' house for dinner, and they're asking about antivirus and this and that, and I really realized that there's still a lot of confusion out there about antivirus programs and what's the best and what to do, and so I decided to do a quick video on it. I also did a review on BeYourOwnIT.com under the review section about antivirus, so make sure and check that out too. Now, there's a lot of antivirus programs out there. Obviously, most of you are probably familiar with Norton, McAfee, stuff like that. But in the spirit of Be Your Own IT, I want to talk about free ones. The one I usually recommend is a program called AVG. It's by Grissoft. It's a free download. And what I'm going to do today is show you how to download it, install it, and get going with it. So where do you get it from is a good question. I usually use download.com. Just go to download.com just because their downloads are solid. If you go anywhere else, it'll probably be, it's a little more risky. The funny thing is, as I do this video, if you look at most popular software out there, I think this is pretty hilarious, and it should tell you a lot. Adaware is the first most popular download. AVG Free is the second most popular download, and LimeWire is the third most popular download. So if you aren't familiar with what LimeWire is, that's a P2P software people use to download. Typically, they use it to download music and videos. A lot like Napster used to be, and stuff like that. Well, LimeWire is probably the most influential reason why Adaware and antivirus are number one and number two. This, P2P networks and porn and stuff like that, they cause virus. They're the reason viruses and Adaware and spyware and all that kind of stuff is out there, and is out there in the numbers that it is. So just keep that in mind when you use your computers. There's typically no free software out there that, unless it's by a reputable company, just pay for the software. That's I know if you can't, there's usually some open source free options out there. Like, for example, if you want a version of Microsoft Office, and obviously not many people have the hundreds of bucks it costs to buy it. Well, there's a company out there, a program out there called OpenOffice. It's free, openoffice.org. Perfectly legitimate alternative option, and in many ways it's better. So let's get going. I could have clicked on it right there, but let's pretend we didn't see that. And just type in AVG free. It'll be your first result. And here it is. And you need to just download it. Now, it's about 35 megabytes, so I already downloaded it. Download it to a place you'll remember. It may take a while, so or make sure you plan for that. I downloaded it to my desktop, and to install it, you need only to double-click on it. And I want to remind you guys, I'd love to get some feedback. What antivirus programs do you use? Keep me informed. Maybe there's something better than AVG. I think it's cool because it's free, and but I typically don't. I don't think I've ever had a virus in my life. Maybe when I was younger. Yep. In fact, I had the Chernobyl virus way back in the day. If any of you remember that, but I got that doing one of those other two things previously mentioned. So we'll move on. So you'll just hit next and accept and let it install for you. Goes pretty quick. And if your computer already has viruses or anything like that, and you can at least get online, download this program, because odds are it'll save you. And I just kind of navigate through it, hit next, all the way kind of through it. If you have viruses, or you suspect you may have a virus, download this program. and check. And what I like about it is it doesn't slow your computer down like some of those other programs, for example, like in Norton, where it just bogs the computer down and just dominates it. AVG is pretty non-evasive, and it's always been rock solid for me. So use whatever you like, but this is just an example for you. So if you're troubleshooting somebody's computer too, and you need to check it for viruses, I always recommend AVG. So we're done already, and it's going to automatically spawn up, and you're going to ask me to run through this, and you can check for updates, which it'll download. You can select all these options. I'd leave everything standard. I would, however, check for updates. We're on a time limit with YouTube, so I don't want to spend time downloading again. But as you can see, very, very easy to use. What do you want to do? Scan your computer. Boom, it's right there. Check for updates. Boom, it's right there. And this will run real time, and it'll also update automatically for you. So after this initial time, you won't ever have to worry about it. Does it have as many features as some of the paid versions? No. But does it work? I think so. So read our articles, and please comment back. Let me know what you like. What's better out there that's free for PC and Mac alike. Again, the URL is beyourownit.com, and I hope this helped you guys out. Have a great day, and remember to ask any questions you want on the comment board.